Welcome to my cake kitchen. I'm Gladys, and over here we make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate baking and decorating. We're baking a vanilla sponge. Oh, let's see. Oh God, this is annoying. A vanilla sponge. It's very warm in the UK today again, and the weather and warmth and everything, it's not working, so I'm gonna jump straight to it. This is a vanilla cake recipe that is very commonly used here. The only difference is that I am baking it in a large tray. It's more of a tray bake that I am making. So we are preheating our oven to 160 degrees C, and I have the ingredients all prepped. One of the key things to baking is getting organized, so I've gotten ahead of it. We have baking spread and sugar here. There is 520 grams of baking spread, 650 grams of granulated sugar, 120 mils of buttermilk, into which I've added 10 mils of vinegar. Why? Because the acid here is going to try and tenderize our gluten, which will give us a soft textured crumb, especially when you are having a tray bake that has nothing else. Like buttercream is an accompaniment to your cake. So vanilla is a classic. You can't go wrong with it, but without any accompaniment, it can be a little bit bland, dare I say. At least for me, the mouthfeel can just be like, it's cake. But if you have like a nice mouthfeel to the crumb, it just makes the eating experience better. At least that's in my point of view. So there you have it. And then I have self-raising flour. In the UK, self-raising flour comes with rising agent and some additions like your vitamins and iron, and it's fortified if you like. And into that there is 650 grams of self-raising flour. Into that I have 10 grams of salt. I don't know anybody who bakes without salt, but if you never bake without salt, you are missing out. Try it, you will come back and tell me. And then we have about 380 mils of eggs here. These are UK standard large eggs that have been broken. We weigh our eggs before use over here, and the tray we are baking this in is a large 12-inch tray pan. That's what I'm doing. So if you're in the chat, there is Hassan? I don't want to butcher your name. Hi there, hi there, hi there. Welcome to the channel. Is it your first time being here? Tell us where you're joining us from. It will be lovely to get to know you. So you are oh, what did I just ruin? Okay, all right. Ignore me. For convenience, I am using a stand mixer, okay? If you have been here before, I repeat myself a lot, and I'm going to say you can divide the quantity here by 3, and you can use a hand mixer to derive yourself a nice small portion of the bake. That should be fine. If I look like I look greasy, not only am I well moisturized, not that you care, but it's also because it's hot. So I've decided to forgo my apron, for instance, because that adds another layer of clothing, which makes me a little hotter than I should be. But nonetheless, we are baking, and because we're making a vanilla cake, what do we have? Vanilla extract. I'll leave that to the side, and into our stand mixer goes our sugar. Oh God, sugar and that, and we have vanilla. We don't weigh our vanilla here. We pour it with lots and lots of love. There is 6 of us in the chat. 6 of you. Who is that? Are you new here? Are you passing by? Are you stopping? Are you stopping? Are you catching up? What are you doing whilst you're at it? The only time I'll ask you something, just like the video if you're stopping by. There is 6 of us here, including me. So if you want to help us a little bit, that's all I'm asking you. Just like the video. But if it's your first time you see me, hey, it's lovely to have you here. And hopefully by the end of this video, you would have earned yourself an internet friend. and a community where you can come and stop and catch up with us. It's lovely to have you, and thank you for stopping by. But in the meantime, you can tell us where you're joining us from, what you are doing today, and how your day's been. I'm curious to know. We saw a few of you yesterday, which was lovely. Let's see, what am I missing? I'm so hot. Oh, there's 13 of us. 13. Wow. Where are you all coming from? Are you coming from are you UK based? Say hi. Let us know where you're coming from. Now, the mixer is mixing at 3.5 to 4, which is medium high over here. I want to see the live chat. Am I missing out? Right? YouTube has just dropped. Did YouTube just drop you here? Or you've been here before? Am I missing? Oh, thank you. I think a few of you heard me. So thank you so very much. There is 3 likes. Come on, let's keep going. And by the way, if you don't mind, if you like to put us in the chat, if you're new here, let's know where you are joining us from, because I know you join us from every corner of our world. Thank you. Some days I'm like, I'm in my kitchen and I'm making noise about what I'm doing. And there's a bunch of you out there who just come and you support me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's lovely to have you. And it's lovely to be back, okay? And so tell us where you are joining us from. Guys, be careful. 1 second. Be careful. You know what? You can do that. Yeah, there you go. Have a good one. There's Glenda. Glenda, if you speak English, please let's know what you're saying, because I can't understand. I can't even read what you're saying to me, darling. So thank you, Glenda. Thank you for stopping by. Let's try and scrape the sides of the bowl in to get a uniform mix. There is Glenda. Glenda, where are you joining us from? Are you somewhere in the UK? I don't suspect so, but yeah, we're going back. We're creaming this for at least 6 to 8 minutes. It's neither here nor there. The weather is quite warm, so it does affect the consistency a little bit. So once it pales out, I'll show you what it looks like when it pales out. We're going to start adding our eggs in. Denai is back. Denai, darling. Hello, 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 sister. Welcome back. How are you today? You know what? When I was getting ready to come here today, I was thinking about you. I was like, oh my goodness. The start of your journey into baking, the excitement of it. And I'm like, that is so lovely. And even better, it's lovely to have you in the community. So Denai, welcome back. How is your day and how have you been? Oh, okay, Glenda, thank you. Glenda is joining us from Arizona. Thank you. I think okay. Okay, you're joining us from Arizona, which is the Mesa, Arizona. What language is that? Is that Spanish? Look, pardon my ignorance, but I would rather ask the curious question to be informed. So is the Mesa, Arizona Spanish or something else? Thank you though. Thank you for being here and lovely to have you. Danai, good evening again. And to all of you who are sat on the fence, who do not want to interact, we see you, okay? I'm kidding. Great to have you though. Great to have you, and thank you for stopping by. Okay, it's English. Glenda. Glenda, you and I are probably speaking two different English, I guess, but that's just sarcasm. Thank you. Danai, I'm good. It's so exciting. I'm hoping to be able to juggle everything. Honey, you will. You know what? Where there is a way, where there is will, there is a way. Don't fret. Do not fret at all. You will. At the start of your journey, like when you came in the chat and you were curious, the thing that indicates that someone is going to at least try and make it is what you see or experience with them, right? So when you first came into the chat, you were curiously asking questions, you were open to understanding what you don't know. All of those things tells me that this is important to you, but not just important to you for the sake of, it is to help you kind of go achieve the thing. And even better, remember the first course work I gave you? I told you to go bake the thing and come back, and you made the time and you did it. Because the truth is, sometimes you can have the ideas of your goals in your head, and we've all done. You know, some days I wake up, right, and I think about, I've done the same thing too long. What can challenge me? What can I do to challenge me? And with that question, I have a few ideas I want to try to push me out of my comfort zone, right? But then I am a mom, I have a home to take care of, I now have a life, and I still have to improve on what I am doing, which means my cup is full. So what do you mean? I want to kind of push myself, but you see, where you know you are really going to break through is finding the way to kind of make the thing happen. So remember our first task when you went and you baked the thing and you came back and you're like, I tried it. That was the day I knew that you are going places with baking. So just don't fret, enjoy the process. And yeah, come back and tell us how it's going. That's all. Good luck. Danai says, I had my first proper pipe cake the other day. Gladys. Piping cake in this hot weather. You know what? Girl, you'll be fine. Clap for yourself though. Clap for yourself. What was the thing that challenged you about it when you say my patience was tested? Is it that it was something new you were trying and you couldn't go fast enough? Is it the transitions from one thing to the other? What specifically tested your patience? Tell us, okay? Now people, Glenda, thank you. I hear you. There are a lot of Spanish people up in Arizona. Thank you for telling us that. But how are you in Arizona today? What's the weather like? Is it hot? Because the UK is hot. I think it's about 30, 32 degrees. And you know what? I have been all right. The difference is when you jump into the shower and you have a cold shower and you enjoy the water and you finish and you jump out and everything changes. You're like, what the hell just happened to me? That's what I'm feeling. Now, let's go and add in the eggs. Let's go and add in the eggs. Today I'm just like whipping it all together. And then there you go. Slowly Okay. The question I asked Dana about what exactly tested her patience for the piping, she said it was very hot. It has been at least okay. It's Glenda. Glenda says it's 113 degrees C. Oh no, 100. If it was 113 degrees C, we would all be melting. It's 113 degree F. Because remember, our American friends do the Fahrenheit. So somebody in the chat, convert the Fahrenheit to degree Celsius for me. Because you know we British people, we do the C, you do the F. So, okay. But I hope it's all right though. Are you coping? Or you need some ice cubes to kind of keep you warm? Then I say, firstly, I picked the wrong piping tip. Hey, how did you do that? And then I had to refill the bag. Then the pattern wasn't coming out right. So I had to scrape and recite. Let me just finish what I am doing here and then we can talk about that. You see, you know what? Then well done, darling. First of all, well done to you, okay? To scrape your work 5 times, that's when you know in your heart that I like this thing. Not that you like scraping it 5 times, but if you are able to push through the challenges, that's when you know you like something. Not just like, but you really, 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 really are into this thing. It's a bit like when they say you travel with your friend and then you know whether they're really, really somebody you want to be. Like you meet, you make a decision in challenging times. And you know what? Social media hasn't helped us. Honestly, social media hasn't helped us. To the point where, because we are overexposed to information and business, the part of business also means that you have to almost curate a reality, okay? And I mean curate means you're trying to create and control an aspect of the artistry. And so yeah, people buy what they see, so it has to be polished, it has to be fine, and depending on where your comfort level is, people are hesitant to show the raw moments of baking. When you see a baker who is accomplished and has been in this business for 15 years and they tower a 5-tier cake and they are piping, believe me, those people have fallen face down with cakes. They have cried their eyes out. But 15 years later, it's not like it's not happening. It's happening, but they have learned, because the more you fall down, the more 5 times you scrape a few over. It's like it's like a muscle you have to build, okay? So I am happy you are scraping 5 times, because after a while, it's not like it's going to change, because the weather will get hot. The cake will melt. It doesn't matter where you are on your career, okay? The cake will be cake. The joy, though, is that the more mistakes you have seen, the better your composure and the better your insight at handling them. You've seen me like burn a cake. That's because I chat too much over here. And I know that. You know, I know that. So it's really not a big deal anymore. But is it disheartening? Of course, yes. Is it going to make me stop baking? No. Because I love it that much. So you know what? Well done to you. Here's a question though. After you scraped it 5 times, was there a moment where you were like, why am I even doing this? Faso is back. Sister, how are you? How are you? And how is work today? Have you been swimming? Faso, today, you know what? Some random things popped into my mind today. Today, I was like, the pots I got yesterday, I was sorting them out and I was thinking about the things I want to cook and what I want to do with them. And then I thought about a video I saw of yours that you were making. Was it the okra or something on your channel? I was like, oh, this will be nice. But you know what? I'm not the expert in making okra soup. I'm not. So you probably won't be seeing that here. You were regretting the moment you saw the piping inspo pic. Them customers be sending you stuff that be sending you stuff that you have no business doing. And because you were super excited, you're like, okay, we'll try. I've told you, piping is not my strongest point, not because I can't do it, but I dread all the things that comes with it, especially when it involves multiple color use. You have to be really, really organized. Like I have to sort out the tips, I have to sort out the couplers, and then I have to do, and the refilling part, the refilling, I think I would rather bypass refilling and just get myself like a couple of piping tips, same ones, so that I will fill them like the same time. So if I have the same piping tip, maybe 3, I can just fill 3 piping tips at the same time with the same pattern, if you like. But when you pipe and you have to go back and open the back, it just, I think it's a texture thing for me. Like it, especially in the warmth when it's all melting. I really have a lot of respect for the bakers who do it. You miss swimming, darling. Oh, well, it's a good thing you're going to go tomorrow. Enjoy it. Then I said, the funny thing is, I suggested it because I was trying to build skills, and it was for a relative who was paying, and she encouraged me to use her cake as a guinea pig. Oh, okay. So that's a win-win for you, right? And then you found out that, okay, I have to do this 5 solid times. I've told you the story about my very first cake before. I told you. I had to bake the entire thing at 4 a.m. after a week of planning. My dear, the fact that we are talking about this part and even seeing the funny side of it means that you will be fine, okay? How long have you been doing this now? Like, when you think about, I think we're, at least I can count, at least get into 5-6 months since we last encountered you here. So if you kind of put it into numbers in terms of your goals, what is the thing you feel like you have achieved so far that kind of has pushed you towards where you want to go in the last, let's say, 6 months? What is the specific goal? It doesn't have to be a big thing, but at least from where I stand, you went from wanting to bake the cake and try a few recipes to actually doing it. So what is the goal that you set for yourself that at this point in time you feel like you have achieved, which should edge you towards achieving your goal? Well, sometimes you F around and you find out, but it's a good thing. You can't be mad at it than us. Glenda in the 113 degree F. Faso, since you're here, Faso, check what 113 degree F is in Celsius, because we want to know what the weather is exactly in Arizona, and I can only understand it in Celsius, okay? So somebody find out for me. So our butter is done. Can you see? The butter is good. And we're gonna get our large tray. We're doing exactly what we were doing yesterday. All of it. You know what? Whilst I'm at this, I will tell you the use of baking spread and stock, as in stock baking margarine, if you like. The formulation is very different, and today I'll tell you. I'd much prefer stock to, and the stock or the Lidl or Aldi brand to the Tesco. I just wanted to try the baking spread just so that I can tell what the difference is, and I will tell you now. I prefer, if you can, just go for stock. That baking spread from Tesco, and all right, just saying, the experience hasn't been great with it, but I just wanted to try it. The first time I got it, like I said, the intention was just because I like to try different products on the market, just so that I can inform. And so far, you know, we have similar weather conditions since I've been using it, and it melts very quickly. It gives you an oily bake. You know what? Okay. I'll come and tell you in a moment. Okay, we need some water, but of course I'm not putting the plastic in the pan, am I? So okay, there's a tray of water now underneath, and then we are going to get our bacon here. Yep. You know what I haven't done? I didn't put the baking pin. Let's kind of put it in there quickly, because otherwise it will be a regrettable decision. Okay, there you are. We are all done. It's baking now, so let me set an alarm because it's not a very big bake. Okay, 54 Glenda, you're hot, because I'm complaining about my what, 30 degree here, and it's 54 degrees in Arizona. Glenda, I hope you are watching us from an air-conditioned room. Is Glenda still here with us? Hi there. Wow, 54 degrees. That is hot. Okay, so Denai says, I was asking Denai about her baking goals and if those have been achieved. Yeah, Denai, she said it's 113 degree F and the Celsius equivalent is 54 degrees C. That's hot. That said, let's get to baking. I've started to build a portfolio. Baking my sister's wedding cake was a huge achievement, and it pushed me to aim for the best I could quicker than I would otherwise have done. Well done. Seasons is back. Steph, hello, darling. Okay, so you have a baking portfolio. How have you organized them? Because you can say portfolio all you want. If they are scattered, you haven't done anything, because then it means that you have to find them. Here's a tip. What platform are you most active on? What platform are you most active? Whether it's YouTube or it's TikTok or Facebook, which platform are you most active on? Because if you are on Facebook, utilize your Facebook gallery. Even if you want to make it private, a good tip is, because what you want to do is you want to find a medium where you can directly share the link to your portfolio quickly to, say, your next customer, right? That is if you need to. So here's a tip for you. Make a concerted effort to get one of your best pictures. Like for every cake, it can, you know what, the goal to get photos can kind of be all consuming, because in the moment, like your baking days are not always going to be easy and streamlined. You're doing so many things. Like I can tell you the number of times I have aimed for a photo that I really wanted to take. And then morning comes and customer is on their way and I can't set up the background as I want. And then it's like, boom, let's just take a photo and move on. And sometimes I'll admit I've even missed the chance to take the photo. But for me now, it's neither here nor there. So if you were starting, here's something you can do. If you're on Facebook, use your Facebook gallery, as in the gallery for photographs. Every time you make your next cake, find one best photo, add it to your gallery, keep it there, right? And by so doing, aim for at least 8 to 12 photos. And if at that 8 to 12 photos, you never made a cake after, there are 8 to 12 best photos of what you've done so far. And that should be, for now, a collection of images that will assist you moving forward. I think for some of us with scatterbrains, okay, for some of us with scatterbrains, like if you go into my gallery on my phone, oh my God, I have all the photos strewn everywhere. And if you asked me to find you my best photo, suddenly everything looks scatty. I don't fret anymore. You know why? Because if you go on my website, the gallery I have there are photos of cakes that are more than 3 years old now at this point, except for recently when I updated my sculpted cakes gallery. But otherwise, the photos you have on my website are old photos, right? But they do not misrepresent my skill in any way. If anything, my skill has only ever improved or upgraded. But the core goal is to inform the customer that your skill is still relevant and it is still as good. So for you, because you are building your skill up, make sure your gallery of images are organized. But I'm not even challenging you to go and organize a whole, no. Make sure you have a close-up image of your best cake. Count 8 to 12 and be done. Collect that in your best used platform, most used platform. So if it's Facebook, do that. If it is, say, TikTok, then you can utilize the carousel page where you have photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, right? And then you have up to 10 images. If it is YouTube, the community posts can also be a point where you can save your images. Why? Because it's easier. You can then link that to somebody very quickly. Or you can create the image, keep it in your gallery. But the thing with your phone is if your gallery, your storage space kind of elapses and you lose your images, you lose everything. Even if you have to go back and reclaim it on backup. So that's a tip for you to kind of start organizing your gallery. That's it. Everybody's here. People in the chat, love you people. Thank you for being here, all of you. There is Steph, there is Denai, Faso. We're talking baking, starting the journey, what keeps one inspired, the challenges that have happened along the way. And you know what? Let's wait. Whilst we're talking, I haven't been able to set the alarm, and knowing me, I will go off and I will yap my way out and the cake will bake and burn. Okay? So let's not do that. Let's not do that at all. So it's in the background. Let's see, what am I missing? Lollipop is back. Oh, we are having a good day, Lollipop. How are you? I think I saw the little comment yesterday you made that, oh, you needed the encouragement. I hope you're feeling better today. Look, it's been so hot. If anyone can get us to have like a bit of chill rain, That would be a good thing. Okay, today I decided that no, I am not wearing an apron. That is like an extra bit of clothing that will make me too hot. Fasto says I've been posting my cake videos on my personal Facebook, WhatsApp. A few people reach out. Girl, good luck with all of that. That's exciting, isn't it? Well done. You know what? I'll tell you something I'm not good at. Keeping the gallery that I suggested is because I learned along the way how I could organize myself. Let me grab a seat whilst we are catching up on this. Let me grab a seat because it's going to be a little while whilst we're here. Oh God, where did this water come from? Let me get a mop bucket. Okay, there you go. Let me grab a seat. Except the oven is warm. Okay, right. Let's sit down. You know what I'm not good at? I'm really, even to this day, and I say that because I just want to give you kudos for what you guys, I'm not really good at selling myself. Like, I don't post anything. I don't post anything. You would think my mobile phone, as in I have a business mobile and it has the business logo in there and that. So obviously if you have that number and you have me on WhatsApp, you will see the business. But you would think that because it has a catalog of customers, past and present, and a long list of people who might need cake, you would think it would be a resource for me to utilize. But I am so crappy at the promotion, like posting and like, no. So I'm probably one of the worst people when it comes to marketing. Like I am, like in my head, I just think, you know what? If people want cake, they know where what do you mean they know where you are? Because most people don't even remember me for cake, because perhaps, except for past and present customer, because I do quite different things in the community that I exist in. So it's like, what do you mean people will find you? Go let them know. But for me, it's not that easy. So for those of you who are winning at that, congratulations, Faso. Okay. Then I says, I've just started Instagram for my baking and I've started uploading pictures I've been taking. Yep, my picture setup needs to be more consistent. Keep going. I haven't enjoyed the use of Instagram. I've tried and failed and I gave up on it. So I took down my Instagram thing completely because I found Instagram very visual and it was very distracting for me, right? Because it's important that you find the platform that you can utilize, which will encourage innately what you do. My primary platform has always been YouTube. I haven't found the need to do anything else, which is actually not a good thing. I won't give you that advice. But if you find, like, I've always found like the marketing aspect really difficult. I think it comes from a place of just self-sabotage, if you like. Like, I have always, like, the whole point of posting something to say, this is me, I made this, is kind of like, but maybe it's the way I approach it. So I've always had difficulty doing that. But because I am a user of YouTube, it's easier for me to exist on YouTube. I went and I opened an account with TikTok and I tried. You have to adapt the TikTok content slightly. You can cross post, but it's not the same because each platform has its own small thing. And I think you will survive better on TikTok if you had a more casual, like the way I talk to you guys on the lives. It would do well on TikTok if I was just sitting there giving them snippets of information. But then again, I don't repurpose the content I have here, which is like my problem than it is a thing. So I haven't been consistent on TikTok, but you probably have to kind of think about what you want to achieve. And I think I haven't worked out in my head But if it was a life or death situation, I guess I will face it. I am only approaching it from a place of privilege, that's all. So it's neither here nor there. So for those who are winning at it, congratulations, you're doing well, okay? Lollipop, let's see. Lollipop says, I'm doing well, thanks. I've been really stressed over the past week because of the restaurant below me. I discovered the event. Oh, no. Lollipop, you've been going through it. Look, you had that window problem for a long time, and now it's been fixed. And now it's the restaurant with an authorized vent. How is that affecting you, though? Like, I know you say you're stressed. Is it that the vent is, how is that? Like, how is living on top of a restaurant? Tell us about that experience. And what do they sell down there? Fish and chips. Don't come for my fish and chips though, Lollipop. Frasso says, I am still practicing, but I've learned so much with each cake. Yeah, that's the only way you will grow. So keep at it. If it will help, here's a tip. Find something that excites you about a particular design. Because sometimes when you start baking, right, there is this excitement about every and any cake. I will say, yeah, if you feel that excited about any and every cake, try all of them. But by the time you finish trying all of them, you will find the ones you like the better and the ones you probably were doing for the sake of, right? And the ones you feel like you are comfortable with, double down on that. So for instance, here's a simple tip. If you discover that you like, let's say, cake with flowers, okay? Cakes with flowers. And when you see cakes with flowers, whether it's fresh flowers or artificial flower, like the floral arrangement and how the cake is sitting looks appealing to you, double down on that. Because ultimately, you know what? Whether you're doing it for yourself, artistically, enjoying it as a hobby, or you transition it into a business, specializing becomes very key. Get known for something. I think one of the things I haven't done well is because I have generally, when it comes to the business of cake making, I realized that I love floral cakes. Like, if you asked me to approach a cake and what cake I would make a lifetime and find joy in, my ideal customer is like a professional, stylish woman who just wants a beautiful cake that has floral arrangement on it. Have I stuck with that idea? No, because I have approached it from the sense of expression. So I have gone from just that to trying the sculpted cakes, which I love, okay, because those also appeal to a different audience. I can tell you out loud now, don't come back and shoot me. I hate children's cakes. And I don't mean children's cakes as in all children's cakes. No, give me a child's christening cake that has floral arrangement that actually taps into my ability to design a cake with all the elements that are appealing to me and kind of like lend to my artistic expression. I'm great with that. So give me a christening themed cake that has floral arrangement, gold leaf, stencil detail, like all of that, great. Don't come and give me a child cake that has like paper toppers and all this random stuff on it. I don't like it. But have I gone and made those cakes? Oh, hell yeah. And that is how I know I don't like them. Because every morning I have woke up and I'm like, oh, I have to make this cake. Like I'm screaming in my head. Honestly. You know? So double down, find out what you like. And even if you have to do something you don't like, at least you know you don't like it. right? But double down on the thing that really appeals to you, because ultimately that is where you build confidence and credibility. Lollipop's experience with living over a restaurant, she gets a hit with the heat and she can't sit in the garden. And she can't sit in the garden or kitchen window. Oh, darling, that must be really annoying. Especially in this heat. I am so sorry. It must be really difficult, my darling. I hope it gets resolved. With this heat, yeah. Oh, during the 36-degree heat wave, we had to open the window. And it also let in their fumes. Ooh, no. Symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. That's dangerous. Then I said, you literally took the words out of my mouth, darling. So what are you doing about it at the moment? What are you doing? Has the council come and are imposing some restrictions on that? What has actually reading this sounds really stressful, Lollipop. I am so sorry you are going through all of that. It's so hot being, especially when you have little ones too. Oh, our dear Lollipop. So sorry for all the drama. The garden and the kitchen are your favorite places, and now you can't really enjoy sitting there. Oh my God. Lollipop, fingers crossed. We sat here and we hoped and we prayed that that window gets sorted. And the day I got the picture of the window getting fixed, I was so happy for you. I hope this gets sorted too. It's a shame. It's a shame that, especially in this hot weather, you are having to struggle that much. But fingers crossed for you. Hope it gets sorted. For those of you who are practicing baking, decorating, and all of that, what is the thing when you are faced with a cake to make? Do you feel excited about it? Do you feel like this is a challenge for me? What is the initial thing you feel? Because I remember when I started, every cake was exciting. And then after a while, it became the norm. And then now it's like, now there are things that excite me about cake making. There are. And then there are things that are like, I could do without. Like, for instance, if I can jump to the part where I don't have to weigh ingredients, do the washing up. Oh, hell yeah. This will be exciting. Okay. But I have to do the washing up. I have to weigh the ingredients. I have to organize, which I don't like very much. But those are also the footstools on which I get to come here and talk to you. So it's like, I don't like it, but it's not a feeling of I hate this, which is actually a good thing. So for you, what do you feel about it? Like, then I said, I have to be off, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Lollipop, I hope the council sorts this out. Gladys, thanks again. Catch you on the next live. Catch you again on the next one, darling. All the best, always. And keep going. You'll be fine. We are excited to see the progress you make now and in the future. All right, take care. And thanks for the support always. Mwah. We'll see you on the next one. Okay. How much time do we have for our cake still baking? We have 49 minutes to go. People, you know what? Especially with this heat on my back. Like, I'm sat here with you, but I'm hot on my back over here. So for 49 minutes, people, let's say goodbye to each other. You go have your evening, do whatever you want, and I'll catch you back here in, let's say, in an hour. Okay, we'll be back in the hour, and yeah, we will get to see the results. But it's very hot, and I kind of feel like sitting here and feeling hot is not my kind of party for this evening. So I'll see you on the next one. Lollipop, I'll catch you on the other side. Take care. Mwah.